Hello guys, we all know that today, 15th of August, is the Independence Day of India. And this is the 74th Independence Day of India. To make this beautiful day a more special one, this video is dedicated to the nation in the remembrance of the warriors who fought in reclaiming our nation. So my name is Srinidhi and நம்ம இன்னைக்கு chemical reactions-ஐ எப்படி algebraic method-ல balance பண்ணுறது அப்படின்றத பார்க்க போகிறோம். So here we are going to be balancing the equation of manufacturing chlorine using Deakin's process. We have to create a concept map on how to balance an unbalanced equation using algebraic method. And the first step would be assuming the molar coefficient to be A, B, C, D and so on. So we all know that molar coefficient is the basic step for balancing a chemical reaction. And for an unbalanced reaction, we don't know the molar coefficient of the compounds. And so we put variables on place of the molar coefficient. And the second step is to list the elements in a chemical reaction. So எப்போதுமே chemical reactionல before balancing it, we have to list the elements in a chemical reaction to get a clear picture of which are the elements we are dealing with. And the third step is to equate the number of atoms in the molecules of an element from both the sides of the equation. When we do this, we get an algebraic expression. And the fourth step would be to solve the algebraic expression. By solving it, we acquire the value of molar coefficients. And the fifth step is to substitute the value of molar coefficient in the equation. After substituting the value of molar coefficients in the equation, we get a balanced equation. And the final step is to make it as a stoichiometric equation. And finally, the required balanced equation has been found. So here we have the unbalanced equation of manufacturing chlorine using the Deakin's process. So Deakin's process is basically oxidizing the hydrogen chloride gas by atmospheric oxygen in the presence of CuCl2 as catalyst at 723 Kelvin. So the reaction here is HCl hydrochloric acid plus oxygen O2 gives Cl2 chlorine plus H2O water. So for balancing the equation, we substitute the variables in place of the molar coefficients. So here A, B, C and D are the variables assigned instead of the molar coefficients. And here is the list of elements. First is hydrogen H and chlorine Cl and oxygen O. The next step is equating the atomicity on the reactant side to the atomicity of the product side of an element. So for the first element, hydrogen, the atomicity on the reactant side is A is equal to the atomicity on the product side is 2D. So A equal to 2D will be our first reaction. And for the element chlorine Cl, the atomicity on the left hand side, which is the reactant side, is A and the product side is 2C. So A equal to 2C will be the second reaction. And for the next element, oxygen, the atomicity on the reactant side is 2B and the atomicity on the product side is D. So 2B equal to D equal to is the third equation. So let's assume B to be 1. If we assume B to be 1, then D is equal to 2 from the equation 3. And then A is 4 from equation 1. And then we acquire the value of C, which is 2 from equation 2. And so we have found the values of all the variables. And the next step is to substitute the values of the variable in the equation. And finally, after substituting the values of the molar coefficients, we get the equation to be 4HCl plus O2 gives 2Cl2 plus 2H2O. So for checking the balanced equation, we have to check the atomicity of each element. If the atomicity is equal on both reactant and product side for each element, then the reaction is said to be balanced. For H, the atomicity on both reactant and product side is 4. And for Cl, the atomicity on both reactant and product side is 4. And for oxygen, the atomicity of on both reactant and product side is 2. And therefore the equation is balanced. And finally, we have come to the end of the video, you guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that this video was very useful and special to you guys.